Hassan bin Ali, the generals of the AHLULBAYT. Imam Hassan bin Ali bin Abi Talib was the eldest grandson of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is the first child of Ali bin Abi Talib and Lady Fatima, and his brother is Hussein bin Ali. Hassan bin Ali was born either in the second or third year after the Hijrah in the mid of the holy month of Ramadan. The Prophet named him Hassan, which is the Arabic translation of the name of the Prophet Harun's son, Shibr. He was the first ever Muslim to be called Hassan. His father Ali mentions his appearance as being similar to the Prophet. Al-Hassan was like Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from his head to his chest. When Anas bin Malik recalled Hassan, he exclaimed, "No one was more similar to the Prophet than Hassan bin Ali." Imam Hassan spent much of his time with the Prophet and learned his mannerism and etiquette. As a 4-year-old, Imam Hassan remembered a hadith from his grandfather. One of the many teachings of his grandfather recalled by Imam Hassan was, "Leave that which fills you with doubt, for that which does not fill you with doubt. That is because evil suspicion and good is tranquility." Imam Hassan picked up many character traits from his grandfather, some of which are the following. If someone were in need, Imam Hassan would not turn them down, saying, "I feel shame that I refuse the request of a beggar while I beg to Allah." Due to his immense generosity, he was referred to as the most generous of the AHLULBAYT. Charity is obviously a noble act, but what is better is helping someone become self-sustainable. As a popular saying goes, feed a man a fish and he will eat for a day. Teach him how to fish and he will eat for a lifetime. Similarly, Imam Hassan will help the poor in society become self-sufficient. One instance of this is when he bought a slave from his owner, as well as the garden the slave worked on, and gifted ownership of the garden to the ex-slave, thus allowing him to become a landowner where he can grow and sell produce. Imam Hassan will perform Hajj 25 times in his life. Each time he walked to the Kaaba by foot, saying, "I feel shame of my Lord when I do not go on foot to his house." Imam Hassan did his best to avoid getting attached to the world, and it is the root of all evil. He would attempt to eat sinful food, dress modestly, and frequently remind himself the world is a deception. The Prophet took Imam Hassan and Hussein by the hand and said, "Whoever loves me and loves these two, and their father and mother, he shall be with me on my level on the day of judgment." The Prophet not only granted paradise for Imam Hassan but also has to be the leader of the youth of paradise. And this isn't because he is his grandson, but because the Prophet had foreknowledge Imam Hassan would go on and live an exemplary life that would merit paradise. Al-Hassan and Hussein are the leaders of the youth in paradise. As Imam Hassan grew up, he would witness the heights and lows of Islam, from the consequence of Mecca to the passing of his grandfather and mother in the span of 6 months. He also took part in wars alongside his father and brother, including the Battle of the Camel against Aisha, the Battle of Siffin against Muawiyah, and the Battle of Nahrawan against the Khawarij. Hassan bin Ali's personality and profile and much of what history has recorded about him are after the death of his father. He is a summary of the key events in his life. Muawiyah rejects Imam Hassan's caliphate when Ali bin Abi Talib was martyred. His caliphate also came to an end. A majority of Muslims pledge allegiance to Imam Hassan, stating there is nobody better for the position than him. None is more beloved to us, nor has anyone more right to caliphate than him. Muawiyah, who at the time was governor of Syria, refused to accept Imam Hassan's caliphate and wanted it for himself. Muawiyah wanted to go to war with Imam Hassan to decide the affair. The war did not transpire for many reasons, including Muslims were tired of war after Jamal, Siffin, etc. Muawiyah bribed certain people from Imam Hassan's army, Ibn Abi al-Hadid. As Imam Hassan did not have an army to fight, he opted to engage in a peace treaty with Muawiyah. There were approximately 11. However, the key ones are: Muawiyah will become Caliph as long as he acted according to the Quran and Sunnah. Muawiyah cannot appoint a Caliph after him. The Caliphate would go to Imam Hassan and in his absence to Hussein. Muawiyah should treat all citizens equally and not based on grudges, tribal rivalry, etc. Muawiyah would not cause Ali bin Abi Talib. Muawiyah would not plot against Imam Hassan or his family. Until fighting became impossible and his army grew rebellious, bribed, and became small in numbers, Imam Hassan wanted to fight Muawiyah. This wasn't because Imam Hassan wanted power. It was to avoid Muawiyah having any authority in Islam, as he would openly sin and introduce bid'ah, reciting the HASAN and Iqamah before Eid prayer, where Prophet forbade this, performing himself when in a state of ihram, which is forbidden, wear silk is forbidden for men, bribery, for instance, he would bribe people who sided with Ali bin Abi Talib in the battle and wars, seizing people's property without paying for it, fabrication hadith. There is a lengthy text explaining how Muawiyah would introduce fake traditions, causing Ali bin Abi Talib. Imam Hassan wanted the Ummah to return to the teachings of the Prophet before the above-mentioned innovations became normalized and distorted religion, much like the previous Abrahamic faiths. After the peace treaty was signed, Imam Hassan spent the rest of his life teaching religion in the different areas of Islamic empire, including Kufa, Medina, and Damascus. Muawiyah ended up breaking each condition of the treaty. The details are outside the scope of this work. Imam Hassan bin Ali was martyred in 50 years after Hijrah. He was poisoned by his wife Ja'ada at the instruction of Muawiyah. The details of the event can be found in the book of historians. Thank you for watching. Please share this video for the benefit of others. Sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi.